Hello, everyone. How's it going? Cardamancy, hi. Wendy Heaton, hello. Renee Rogers, hi. Uncover the News, Kristen. How are you? Yeah. And of course, hi, Sharon. Sharon, I sent you a link a few minutes ago. Hi, Michelle Mabel. How is everyone? I bought myself last week, because they're on special, a little rock painting kit from Howdy. They were on special. I got a metallic rock painting kit. This one. But I thought I wouldn't do the type of thing, not that they're not nice, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. One of the rocks was not small and round and smooth. It was sort of like a bit of a strange shape, and it had lots of crevices and scratches and gouges in it. So I really wanted to highlight the beauty of the rock and those things itself. So I've ended up calling it my Nebula Rock, and I think you'll see why in a minute. Okay, and this is it. I painted it, and yeah, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'll post the pictures on Facebook, but so I'm calling it a Nebula Rock, and just I got inspired by peacock ore, but also by all of the different, the grooves and the cuts you can see in it, and all of the natural things in it. So yeah, I was inspired with the colours by the peacock ore that I have. This is the peacock ore, and but I wanted it to be much. And I was just looking at it this morning, and I realised very much reminds me of my T-shirt from the Smithsonian with the twin pillars of creation on it. Yes, I have got that written down, Karen Bissell. And how are you? Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm going to be doing more of those sorts of things because I really enjoyed doing it. It's very peaceful. My husband said there's this one here which I've got the black on, and I'm going to do the Milky Way on one side and our solar system on the other. So yeah, but I'm going to be painting, I think, some more what I call nebula rocks, inspired by the colours and the shades in the nebula. So hey, how are you, my dear? I was just telling about my I got a rock painting kit, a metallic rock painting kit the other day, and they're lovely with all the mandalas on them, but I wanted to do something that highlighted all the things in the rock, so all the different gouges and everything in the rock and the beauty of the rock itself. So yeah, I called it a Nebula Rock, and I think I might do a series of them. Strawberry rhubarb tart, taro. How are you? I can't hear you, darling. You have to put your microphone on.
Sorry. It's on now. Yes, that's why I chose that name, because I'm sweet, but I can be a tart too.
Marie Henson, hello. Apple, hello. Catherine Stubbs, hello. Bonnie Russell, hello. I have been looking through
nice
the news
to see you.
And stuff. I got a couple. It's lovely to see you too. It's been too long, my friend. And how's life been treating you?
It has been too long.
Yeah.
Well, it's been an interesting fall. It's we've had family tragedies, and so that was tough. But also last week was crazy energy, lots of downloads, and just being bombarded by crazy energy. But
yeah,
this week feels good. Feels really good. And I have that name up there, Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot, because we still have the Nasty Women Tarot. Lisa Smith and I still do that. But we've branched off into our own things. Like Lisa's channel is Spirit Intuitive Tarot, and mine is Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot, because, as you know, Chrissy, I'm both sweet and tart.
And hubby's scared of you, which I just love.
My hubby's scared of me?
No, my hubby's scared of you.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Oh, that's right. Yeah,
okay.
right. I almost went out for a ride today.
Yeah.
Even though it's winter here, it's not. It was above freezing. So, and I've got a heated jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's yesterday it was 39 degrees centigrade here, which is up over 100. Well, up over 100, and it's 33 today.
Yes.
Tomorrow it's going to go down to like 24.
Yeah.
So it's a bit crazy weather-wise here too.
Oh, yeah. Wow. You must have air conditioning.
I do have air conditioning. It is on. We're a bit worried before that. It was
because it
really what we just needed to do was just make some adjustments.
It hit like yeah, it hit 37 degrees, 38 degrees, even 40 here in the summer. We had this real heat wave that we're not used to, and I don't have air conditioning. It was brutal, Chrissy. It was brutal.
Yeah, I try to keep it open up all the doors and let cool air in, and let the air in during the day. But if it hits 30 and above or gets too warm in here, then it goes on. In the evening, it can get very warm because we have heat waves because of the bricks. But caught drinking on the job.
Yeah.
But we've got bushfires down at Margaret River, which is a lovely winery area.
Oh no.
That's just overnight. They've been fighting that. It's quite big. Over east, there's floods in northern New South Wales and southeast Queensland. One town got 2 weeks worth of rain in 1 hour, which is just too much runoff to cope with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to us a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. It was awful. We had lots of flooding in British Columbia, Canada. It was bad.
Yeah.
And many roads in my little island here were cut off. So it was bad.
Yeah, you're on Vancouver Island, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're on Vancouver
Island.
Island.
I'm on an island. Yeah, I'm on an island in between Vancouver Island and Vancouver on the mainland, Vancouver the city. But Vancouver Island got lots of flooding. Also, Vancouver and the suburbs got lots of flooding, really bad flooding. The main highway, the main freeway was cut off for oh gosh, over a week.
What's your island called again?
Flooded. Mine is called Salt Spring Island.
Salt Spring Island. Yeah, I knew it started with S.
That's right.
Yeah. And so got quite a bit here to cover. I've got something I kept over from Tuesday.
Okay.
And someone here in Australia wanted me to look at someone called Miles Guo or Guo Wenye or Wengui. I think it's pronounced Wenye. And he's basically behind something called Himalaya Australia. They have a few pages, but there is a whistleblower page. He's the founder, but under the name, and they're putting out anti-vax pamphlets in letterboxes, and they have, as well as they have conspiracy websites. On Tuesday, I was looking at Clive Palmer, and he's ties to a couple of people, including the comedian Russell Brand, who I really feel has gone. I don't know what's going on with this man. He went towards alternative medicine.
Yeah, he's gone kind of weird. Yeah.
Very outspoken. But now he's coming out and saying that we in Australia, and not even Australian, are ruled by a draconic government and we are oppressed. So I'm going to have a read on Russell Brand. What the hell is going on there? I mean, I was never a huge big fan of his comedy either. He's sort of like he really embodied himself on this very romantic Byron-like figure.
Yeah.
A little bit. Now, the other thing that came out, which really amused me a lot, but it's really not. I think a lot of the US guys would be aware of someone called Candace Owens. She's a
I've heard the name, yeah.
host. Yeah. Hi, Joji. Hi, Sharon Sy.
Hi, Sharon.
Yeah, I will be reading on MTG Marie. She's on the list. But Candace is calling for the US government to invade Australia to free us from tyranny. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you got Scotty. You got Scotty from marketing. Isn't he a bit of a tyrant?
Scotty from marketing.
I wouldn't know, but you.
Well,
I know Lena's turn of phrase.
Yes, it is. Yeah. The other problem we're having is right-wing groups, US white supremacy groups and US religious groups are worming their way into via Facebook and other things into Aboriginal communities and telling them, don't get vaccinated, they're all just trying to kill you out, this and that, and there's no such thing as vaccine, as COVID and this and that, and doing a lot of damage. And so our Premier is really, really pissed off about that. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But yeah, so I've got Marjorie Taylor Greene here, not because she got caught drinking in Congress on the job, but also because she was doing a presser and one of the journalists said, you know, you're standing up for all these people who are being charged, but you've never stood up in defense of the Capitol Police officers who were killed. And she goes, blah, 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 blah. I co-sponsored a bill to give them all, gold medals, blah, blah, blah. And no, she actually voted to block the bill. And someone on Twitter was saying, why don't you correct her on that too? So she's pissed off. I thought I'd have a look at Matt Gaetz and the Mark Meadows lawsuit and something in North Carolina that has just come up. But
okay, so I'm going to spray myself with this organic rose extract because we're going to be looking into a lot of poo and I don't want to stink.
I have
there we go.
Italian blood orange, body and room. I like you can spray your body, but you can also spray the room with it. I love that. That is like absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
So I love it.
We're going to be looking at a lot of poop.
I'm going to have a look at a lot of poop. Yeah, that is true. I might even do the Palo Santos that's going.
Okay, so we're looking at Russell Brand first.
I want to look at Marjorie Taylor Greene first because.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I have to switch decks then if I'm looking at her. I have to switch decks. So what's the latest on her? Has she been booted off committees or something? Or
she was ages ago. She's not on any committees because she was booted off ages ago after the thing she did with the Parkland student or something.
Right. Well, and of course, she was the one who was so aggressive with OAC, right?
Oh yeah, she is, but also Lauren Boebert. Yeah, they're both, but she was very aggressive with OAC. But she was caught drinking alcohol
on the floor. Oh, well, she's supposed to be working.
Yeah. I don't think she knows the meaning of
well, if I was as miserable as her, I'd probably drink on the floor too.
I'd like to drink her under the floor, but I'd like to see her stand up to come to an Australian rodeo and see how she fares there. She wouldn't. So God that the highest truth and compassion, please place a spirit of protection over myself. her babies and all my friends and family. Narcissist fear is protection, negative energy, and return as way. Allowing loving and positive energy. And that's access to your records. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene, will she get punished? I know, we already know McCarthy won't do anything. I think she's had some bad news about campaign finances. This woman in this is the Queen of Pentacles. She always comes up with campaign finances for me. And she looks like she's about to burst into tears, you know. She needed a good stiff drink. She was caught out in an outright lie. Momentum is on the bottom as a shadow card. It could be victory, but I don't think it is. Right, so I think that might be hubby now. He had an appointment. 10 of Rods. Oh, she's in for a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
In her immediate future, I've got lots and lots of argy-bargy debate. Basically, a lost cause, a hopeless cause. At the base of everything, for her is loss and regret. She's done something really stupid. She has done something really stupid, and it's making the rounds of donors. I'm getting the feeling some people have even said, give me back my money. I'm not going to support her.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got
King of Rods.
Very similar cards.
To do with her support of Trump. Oh, I've got the 8 of Swords for her. She's painted herself into a corner. And I've got the Strength card, but I don't think it's like she's going to rebound with strength. No, tell me a little bit more about this Strength card. Let's have a look. Oh, 4 of Swords. Retreat. Retirement even. I think she may have just absolutely imploded everything. Something is going to come out that's going to implode everything. Really sabotage her whole career, and it's all her own fault, all through her own actions. How angry was she with that journalist? Betrayal. She thought that
I have that too. I have betrayal as well.
All the journalists would be vetted, and they'd only be supportive journalist. What do you got?
Right. Well, I've got the 9 of Cups, but I think I think it should be this way. I think tides are turning for her because she gets the 3 of Swords, and it's because of she's been tied to the Emperor, the former guy.
Yep.
And I've got the Death card. I think her time is coming to an end as far as politics. Something big is going to happen. And I got the 6 of Wands in reverse, so that's not good.
Yeah, that's
definitely here's the Hierophant. Not good. And then I've got the Hierophant. I see that as the government. The House of Reps and that kind of thing, the Congress. And now this is the 2 Cups, but I see this as, there's going to be severing of relationships. So, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. And again, I think the 9 of Cups, I think, but reversed, I think her people are turning against her now, particularly, as you said, the investors.
Yeah.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
Yeah.
What
is happening?
We're reading on Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Well, I launched, Sheila, I launched my new channel today. Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot, because Sheila, I'm sweet and I'm tart. Sometimes all at the same time.
Has MTG been dog paid since she's been ejected from her committees? Doesn't seem right if she acts up and her workload just decreased while receiving the same pay. I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works either.
She's definitely worrying about money, and she's going to take any opportunity to raise it.
Mm-hmm.
She's feeling, she painted herself into a corner somehow. Is she going to survive to the election? Yep. 7 of Rods. It's going to be a real battle. Possibly not. She's going to be disappointed. She might get primaried out. She's feeling really insecure.
I know. There's severing of ties here. That's for sure.
I think maybe she's going to be primaried out. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say that I use the Crow Tarot for politics, for nasty people.
Okay. Yeah, she's I use whatever I feel is the right one for the deck. And
yeah, well, I do that too. I do that as well. But Sheila's asking for my channel. Do you mind if I put up a link to my new channel? Because you can't find it yet by just going to YouTube and
I do it, yeah,
and searching for it. So, okay. I'll just be in YouTube for a second. Okay, hold on. What did I do with my mouse? There it is. I'm just going to go into YouTube.
Email it to me too, and I'll attach it to the description or something. I'll put it on my community page.
Okay. Thank you. All right, I just have to cut and paste here.
I'm only about 20 away from 2,000 subs, so yeah, which is nice. Really, really nice. So
okay, I put it in there.
There you go.
Thanks for that.
Hello to everyone who is watching and not in the chat, the lurkers. Love the lurkers too. Thank you. And also thank you to anyone who later on goes and clicks on one of my videos, any of them, and decides to watch them. There's more than just politics here. There's mysteries. There's fun things.
You do.
There's pets.
Yes, you do a variety of things, which is great. And that's what I'm doing with my that's what I'm doing with my new channel, sort of branching out, doing more things, even beyond tarot.
I have been studying.
Isn't it fun?
At passenger list for the Titanic since I was on with Linda G the other day. Right in the middle of it all, she's spraying this Titanic thing on me, and it's like very interesting. I've tracked down a few things, a few people and stuff. And
she said that you were. She said you were a passenger, right? A passenger on the Titanic.
My sister.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
It would explain a lot about my
at that time.
At my anger at the movie.
Yeah,
really pissed at the
movie. At that time, I was an orphan roaming the streets with Ron Intuitive Tarot and with Kathy Stafford from Kathy's Guiding Light Tarot. And the three of us, this lifetime came up, and the three of us were orphans. And I used to have to keep Ron in check because he got us into trouble. I would take him over. I was the oldest one, and I would take him over my knee and spank him because he was naughty. Yes, that's right.
I could say that.
He got us into so much trouble. Anyways, it's fun to think about.
Okay, she's not happy with a $0 paycheck. Look, I'm sure she gets her congressional salary, but I don't know if they get more for being on on committees or not. I really don't know. Senate votes to block Biden vaccine to test mandates for private employers or test man. What break 52 to 48. The Senate votes to block Biden vaccine or test mandate for private employer. I don't understand what that means. Apart from the fact that probably Manchin and Sinema have done the dirty again, but I don't know what that means. It's just not clear what they're blocking.
I think what it is they're blocking that private employers must make sure their employers are vaccinated, and they voted against that. That's what I take from that. I just got a letter from I belong to two unions, the teachers union and also QP, which is the support staff. Like sometimes I'll do a gig as a learning assistant, and they're saying that if you get even if you're asymptomatic, if you're get COVID or one of the variants, and even if you're asymptomatic, and you're supposed to quarantine yourself, even if you're asymptomatic. Yeah, and if I had to do that before, it was you would be paid for the time that you had to quarantine, and now the district is saying they're not going to be paid because they're supposed to be vaccinated.
Yeah. What if you are vaccinated?
So
then
interesting
you get
times. Then you'll be paid. Then you'll be paid for the time off. Yeah.
Okay. We might move on now to Russell Brand. Go back to Russell Brand.
Oh, Russell Brand, dear Russell Brand. Well, he's turned all spiritual and everything, but he's not a very nice man.
No. Hello, creaky door. Creaky door.
What's happening, baby?
Oh, well, I'm doing my live.
Oh, let's blow this joint.
Oh, well, I will after my live if you like.
Let's escape.
Where do you want to go? Come say hello to Sharon.
Oh, I'm not going.
Oh, yeah. Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. I almost...
I'm thinking tariffs. That's good at this time of year, isn't it?
Can you guys just excuse me for just a minute? I just want to check with something on it.
Sure.
You're not wrecking my life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get you a coffee.
Yeah, I just want to check my life for just a minute.
How are you, Sharon?
Sharon's now going to do a singing.
I'm good. I'm good. I hear it's hot as Hades there.
Where are you, Sharon?
Vancouver Island.
I'm in west coast of Canada. So I'm part of the Commonwealth. So how are you, peeps?
Is that a beautiful part of the world?
I see some familiar. Oh, it's a gorgeous part of the world. Gorgeous part of the world. Where
they actually, Hallmark's Martha's Vineyard mysteries, they're actually filmed on Vancouver Island. So it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I enjoy gorgeous. And stuff.
Let's go to Vancouver.
Yes, Salt Spring has much the same scenery as Vancouver Island. It's a gorgeous part of the world. Vancouver Island, the Gulf Islands.
I only did that to you once.
Did what to me once?
Fly the country. No,
never flown the country on me.
The best escape we've got is that lovely little coffee shop in Mount Lawley.
Hey, that is a gorgeous place.
With all this
to. COVID, yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We found this gorgeous little coffee shop.
No, just with all the.
Yeah.
You found a gorgeous coffee shop?
Yeah, if you're in Perth, go to Mount Lawley in one of the arcades there. There's a little coffee shop, and it's tucked into an arcade called Bossman. It is Bossman. It is gorgeous.
You'll probably be able to see pictures on the web, but who comes to Perth?
You've got to go into.
Yeah,
I'm saying
I'll
I
look
do
it
have
up.
viewers in Perth, baby.
Hey?
I do have viewers in Perth.
Oh, right. Yeah. We are so isolated.
I got recognised at a
we have
garage sale the other week.
Oh,
You have what? Sorry.
We have lovely coffee shops here too. We have lovely coffee shops here as well. The other day I was talking to a friend by messenger video, and I was sitting right by the ocean at this coffee shop outside at one of the tables. Oh yeah, it's just so gorgeous here.
Sounds good.
You could go down
I mean, we're
to-
going through winter, but
You have savage winters there in Canada, don't you?
oops. Messenger video. Just a minute, I have to decline this messenger call.
Okay. Yeah, on messenger video.
And yeah, it's from a fellow reader. Just a minute.
Oh, who's it from?
I'll tell her I'm on your tent. Kathleen Stafford, who's part of who's the reader for Kathleen's Guiding Light Tarot. I read with her on Sundays.
Oh, forward her my email. See if she'd like to join us. Would you like ask her if she'd like to join us? You know me.
Yeah, just hold on. I'll just tell her that.
Tester.
All right, I sent her that message.
Who the hell is Tester? He voted against it. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're doing me a coffee, aren't you? You're wearing my t-shirt, my Christmas t-shirt again, aren't you?
Yeah, I know.
Well, stop it.
Does he steal your clothes?
Yeah.
Hey, my
Is he a
favourite
closet? Is he a
t-shirt.
closet? Is he a closet dresser of women's
No.
clothes?
No, it's a t-shirt. So
It's
We're
got
getting
a-
to know.
He's got a gingerbread man on the front of his
Hang on.
t-shirt. Hang on.
Oh!
Hang on.
Uh-huh.
Show the t-shirt.
he's taking it off. Woohoo! You sexy
Hi, Marge.
man.
He took it off. Oh, you're giving me the vapors. Oh,
North Pole police
North Pole
bite
police
me.
bite me.
I
That's a
love
good
it.
one.
It's
That's a
sort of
good one.
my disposition this morning.
That's your disposition every morning. You're learning tarot coaching. Hi, Margelle. Hello. Lovely to see you. Madge, I got your email about Russell Brand. There's this conservative
I know.
talk show radio host in the US who's telling the government they need to invade Australia to save us from tyranny.
Okay.
Okay. you go.
Okay, Russell Brand. What
Russell
deck do I
Brand.
need
Yes,
to
we're going to
use
read
for
on
him?
Russell Brand.
Well, I got this
Yeah.
airy fairy deck. Maybe it's calling me.
Absolutely. Airy fairy.
It is. It's an airy fairy deck.
Not that he
It
is
is
that.
Airy fairy. This deck.
Um,
I forget what it's called. I don't have the box here, but it's very airy fairy.
what was
Okay.
that commercial? Take it off, take it off, take it all off. No, James he
There you
stole my favourite t-shirt. Well, one of my favourite t-shirts this morning to wear.
Okay.
And
So what's the
decided
exact
he liked-
question about Russell? What's the
just what
exact
hell-
question?
What the heck is going on with him?
Oh, what's the heck?
Saying
What
that
is
we're-
up with
we're-
Russell?
We're under
Okay,
draconian
Spirit,
rules.
what is up
and
with Russell?
we are what's the term he used? Oppressed. King of Pentacles. Oh,
Hi, crazy cat lady.
okay, Lady Farley. How are you, my dear? Hi, Deborah Costro. Joji, hello. Yes, I forgot to say hello. Margelle, yep. I got the King of Pentacles, all about money. That's why he does this thing. It gets people riled up.
Okay.
And it attracts things. Hmm. Yeah.
Kathleen says send the link.
Can you forward that?
Kathleen,
email?
can you? Yeah, I don't know what her email is, to tell you the truth, but you could send it to me. Why don't you send it to me and I'll forward it to her?
Yeah, I've just send the one I sent you. Forward
Oh,
the
just a
one I
minute.
sent you.
Just a minute. I just thought about that. I just got that. Duh.
Hi, Angie.
I'll do exactly that. Okay.
His channel was all about meditation and enlightenment, which is fine, but then he seemed off conspiracy theory-ish. Hi, Sherry French.
Yeah.
You know what? I've also got something hidden, and it's a challenge for him.
Okay, I sent it to her.
His immediate future is 4 of Wands. It's like he needs to go home. That's the message I'm getting. Go home.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay
Go
out.
home and
Stay
get
in your
grounded.
Stay in your puddle. Stay in your playpen.
Just go home and get yourself grounded, buddy. What's at the base of all this? Good. Long dark night of the soul.
Yeah.
I've been getting the sense more and more as leading up to him that something's gone a bit awry with him.
Okay. Let's see what this says.
Justice in balance, but this doesn't necessarily mean something legal. It just means it can mean imbalance. And here's another 4.
Okay.
What's that there?
This is the 3 of fire, which is the 3 of swords.
3 of Wands.
You know, heart.
Fire's Wands.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 of
Sorry.
Wands. But anyways,
Sorry,
he's on.
Me.
No, you're right. It's 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. But anyways, he's on this ship. He's going to La La Land. It's very airy fairy.
There's another call for him to retire, get some rest. He's not.
Yeah.
Not quite. Knight of Cups. Nine of Swords, anxiety night. He needs help. I think that this slide into conspiracy theoryism, it's like, I think he went to the alternative stuff, and there's nothing wrong with it. Of course there isn't. And the meditation light to help battle some demons, but he needs more help than that now. He's gone right down the rabbit hole. And he needs basically, so what we'll do is, if you're okay with that, we'll leave him for now. But it does seem to me like this is reversed, right? The king of it wasn't, but I feel like it should be. King of Pentacles.
The King of what?
All about health.
Yeah.
Pentacles can also be about your health, your stability, your mental health. I feel like it should be reversed. And that mental stability, I think that maybe he needs.
Yeah, I've got the 3 of fire, which is the 3 of Wands, and I said he's on his ship. You know, he's in La La Land, and then the Hierophant. I think he thinks he's the, you know, the grand spiritual leader.
Yes, I can see
and
him
the
believing
2 of water. Yeah, and then the 2, you know, the 2 of cups. I think he sees himself all about love, but you know, he really isn't. I get a yucky. You know, I've tuned into his videos a couple of times, and I just tuned it out because I didn't like his energy. Yeah, he needs to go through some sort of transformation for sure. Yeah. That was the right deck to use with him.
It was a good deck, yeah. The message I kept getting was go home, go to your family, get yourself grounded. You need help. Hi, here she is.
Yeah. Because that first card is certainly with. Hey, Kathleen.
With you.
I am loving that background.
Hey. Hi, Kathleen.
I'm loving that.
Yeah,
background.
That's a great background.
Yeah, I've got to cover things tomorrow.
Yeah.
I actually have a.
Yeah, I have a bookcase behind
It
me.
looks fine.
No, it's great, but I have to hide things behind
$15 on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, they're just photo backdrops for like photographers.
Oh, I should get one.
Right.
I might get one. I've got a an informal interview for a job tomorrow morning. So if it goes well, then I might get a more formal one. But it's on, you know,
Is it to
like
do with
this.
research?
It's to do with my GIS and satellite imagery and stuff like that. Hi, Deb said.
Oh, cool. Right up your alley.
GPS satellites.
I majored in biology and genetics.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. What else?
Too.
Hey, but that doesn't
law.
count all the. You should hear all the things she studied. She started about 10 degrees. Mathematics.
Professional college students, what my mother told me. I went to college 11 years. Went to college 11 years and I still don't have a degree. I need 2 history classes. That's all that's holding me up. And of course, all my biology's expired now.
I only got my master's conferred on me last year. It took me 7 years to get it, but
all my math and science, and I ended up working in law. So never know where your life's going to take you.
Well,
No,
I
finished
school before I even finished my year 10, which was like I was 15 when I left school and I was doing my year 10, but I had a lot of bullying and a lot of problems. So I didn't even finish it. Then I went back a couple of years later and I finished it by correspondence.
Yeah.
So I had my year 10 or junior as it's called. And then I worked for a few years and then I went back to the same high school I'd walked out of 10 years previously and enrolled full-time as a student to do my year 11 and 12, the 2 highest years. I don't know what they are over there. And then from that, I sat the test with every other student to get into uni. I got into uni. I did a Bachelor of Science with an honours degree in science with in geomorphology, or basically how the Earth surface shaped.
Geometry,
And
geology.
Then after that, because I had some climatology in with that, I did a master's in tropical architecture, looking at
my kind of gal. I studied engineering for 2 years. No.
Energy rating systems in houses, in what's called hybrid houses that are a mix of naturally ventilated houses and air-conditioned houses. So then I did that.
The United States needs to look at some of the heating and cooling systems that you use in Australia that they won't allow us to bring over here, because you have some really rural homes that are completely powered very, very inexpensively and very efficiently that we could utilize, but they won't let us import it. They won't even let us share the technology, and that's totally a shame.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Hi, Marie Hanson. I'm writing down your question about
I see that.
GPS satellites now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so Kathy, I launched my channel today.
I saw that. I subscribed. I was subscriber number 61.
I'll have to go and subscribe.
Yes.
Anyways, I'll stop talking.
I hit 204 subscribers today.
Excellent. Yeah.
So I was really pleased.
That's really good. It's always nice. If you haven't subscribed to Kathleen's Guided Light Tarot, please go do it, and please go check out the Strawberry Rhubarb Tart channel. Okay. Tarot.
Strawberry
Karen and I do a
show
together on Sunday.
Go and check out the Tart channel.
Yeah, I mentioned
Karen
that.
and I do a joint show on Sunday.
I mentioned that we did readings together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we can go back and forth, Kathleen.
Yeah, this is a great community. We all have a great community. I read in the background with you all the time, Chrissy, and you and I are just always dead on. I'm typing it in, and then you say, and I'm like, oh, that is just so cool.
It's nice to get some validation too. Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah, I love it.
I get surprised sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you, my life has changed. My life has changed so much learning tarot. Like when I retired, I decided I wanted to keep learning, but I wanted to learn the tarot, right? It's been on my bucket list, and I'm so glad I did. So and
Yeah,
Lena Rodriguez taught me.
Yeah, she's great.
Was one of her
isn't she?
students.
I dabbled with it in
Yeah.
my 20s, but I never really got into it until I retired and started watching YouTube. And I started reading behind the readers, just watching them, and I would turn the sound off and read the cards and write notes. And I went, oh, I can do this. I've always been psychic. I've used it all my life, but I didn't know I could read tarot.
I sort of put aside quite a bit and stuff, but there's always been there in my family and stuff.
Yeah, it runs in my family.
My mum, this is years ago, we were still in North Queensland, and my mum went shopping with my sister one day, and she said, Chrissy wants to buy a new clock for the bedroom. Mum said she's going to buy that one there, and there was several clocks, and she pointed to one, and that thing said, oh, yeah, right, sure. And I went out with her the next day, and we went to the same shop, and sure enough, I picked the exact clock that Mum pointed out. And I was just like, what?
That's funny. When I bought my house, the house I'm living in right now.
Asking, where are you?
I'm in California.
You're in California.
I'm in Central California, the hometown of Devin Nunes that just retired.
Oh, you!
It's a red county here. I'm the blue dot in the red county.
I think you're more than I think there's more dots there than you think. Actually. And,
I do too.
Yeah.
But it's a very red county. This is all farmland. They grow oranges and walnuts and pistachios here, and it's dairy farms. It's all rural farmland. So.
Yeah. So it's a lot of red.
That Russell Brand, and we both came to the conclusion that really just something more wrong with him than is
not quite right with him.
Yeah, I need to talk to my best friend because she's his first cousin to find out the dirt on what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get some family dirt.
I just thought, like, with 2 4s, the 4 of Wands, which is you need to go home, you need to get grounded. Yeah. And then a 4 of Swords, which is like you need to go and rest. And also the Moon, which is some hidden problems and stuff. So, and yeah, the next thing on my list was Candace Owens. What? She is calling on the US to invade Australia. Come and get us, Candy.
Why would we invade Australia? If anything, we'll move there.
To free us from tyranny. Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot of Americans that are fleeing to Australia to move there. My first cousin left the United States and lives in Australia.
All right, where do they live?
Someplace she married into a really wealthy family.
Yeah.
And there's someplace in Sydney or just outside of Sydney. His parents' home looks like a castle with courtyards and gates around. Like, okay, whatever.
His cow feels marvelous about him leaving.
Yeah, she is now an Australian citizen. So
what, the cow? Devin Nunes' cow?
Oh, Devin Nunes' cow.
So
yeah, there's a whole family joke about. Yeah.
So we're looking at Candace Owens. Ooh.
Yeah, so I just looked her up. So she's an American author
and a conservative talk show host. Yeah.
Yes, I see that. And she's saying that the U.S. should invade Australia. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah. To free us from tyranny. She's called upon the U.S. government to do that.
Oh.
I didn't know you were in tyranny.
Free from tyranny.
Are we just supposed to get rid of Scotty from marketing?
All right.
Oh, we'll do that. Don't worry about it.
Okay, what's up with her?
I am definitely, I am definitely suffering from oppression and tyranny. It's called cameo. But it's loving oppression and loving tyranny.
Maybe that Australia needs to invade the United States. I think we're under more tyranny than you.
Chrissy, I have the same thing here with my Merlin.
Yeah.
He rules the worst. He rules the roost. In fact, I was mentioning to Lisa last night on a video call. I said, "Oh, he's sitting in my favorite chair," and she said, "No, you're saying that all wrong. He is sitting in
his chair when you're not when he's not occupying it."
That's right. I sit in his chair.
Her favorite chair. Yeah. Candace Owens. I have got.
He's got me trained well.
I got the Justice card again, and I got that with Russell Brand too. I've put in balance here. She's just got a weird and rabid idea of what justice is. She's got really no idea. She's you know, if it's not, honestly, she's due for a wake-up call. I just feel like I just get this picture of this woman in this card standing up, walking up behind her and jabbing that sword in her ass, saying, "Wake up, honey." You know? She has definitely got a challenge ahead of her, and it's about loss and regret and really learning the hard way that there is something she just should move on from. Hi, Deb. Learning it the hard way, because she has got a change coming, but it's not the perpetual motion of the wheel change that way. It's like Lady Justice is putting the spoke in her wheel of fortune, you know, putting the sword in the spokes of her wheel of fortune, and it's like right over the band. The handlebars.
Is this a reading for tyranny in the United States saving Australia?
Yeah, Candace Owens, yeah. Queen of Wands. She's gotten where she is by instinct and knowing how to write a good controversial wave. Does she believe half the crap she spouts? Actually, no. But she's happy to use it. She's happy to use it to get her profile up and everything. She is like, she will say anything that her listeners want her to say. She's happy to manifest it in her show because she knows that's how she gets money. She's got a whistleblower, and someone's going to come out and really strip her down, which it's not as dirty as it sounds. What I mean, it's going to strip away this whole facade of, make no mistake, she's not a libertarian in any way, you know. She thinks a good dose of, she sees tyranny in everywhere, you know.
Good night, Kristen.
Night, Kristen. Thank you as always for keeping us updated with the news lines. Hi, down offshore. Yeah, but she sees tyranny and oppression everywhere, even when it's not there. And she just the most ridiculous things to try and call. There's nothing wrong with her mentally. She's very sharp, but she doesn't believe half the crap she espouses. She just espouses it because she knows that's what people want, so that's what she manifests. People want to believe in the magic, so she manifests that. So she'd make a great illusionist, actually. I've got the Hermit. Get back into your little corner, lady. Get back in your little corner. You're not shining a light on anything. You're just causing distress to a lot of people, you know, and crazy ideas. Honestly,
I just want to say goodnight to Joe G.
Oh,
Hello,
night,
Joe.
Joe.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us as usual. So yeah, she's honestly
Well,
big phony.
yeah. I've got, this is the deck of character, and I've got, of course, it's all about money in her eyes. It's all about making money. I mean, she seems like this serene, there's the ocean, this serene person, but really there's a lot happening underneath the ocean. I mean, she's doing everything to claw her way to the top, for earning money, but also to keep getting more and more subscribers to her talk show and so on. Here's the river. She'll flow with whatever way the wind is blowing that day.
Yep.
She loves a good fight, the wrestling ring. And she likes to pull out those ghosts from the closet, real or not. But I think she's going to be reined in at some point. Here's the lasso. The lasso.
Yeah.
Because really, some of the things she's saying, she's got blood on her hands.
Bloody ridiculous. Yeah.
So, yeah,
She's
so
with
ridiculous.
I'm loving that deck, Sharon. What is it?
Yeah.
What's that deck you just?
It's called the deck of character. Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
love
called,
that deck.
Here it is here.
The deck of
deck of character. And you can get it from in the UK from Boss Magic. They were out of print for a while, but they've done another run because it becomes so popular among readers.
Yeah, I bought mine.
Readers were Debbie,
because they didn't have them in the US.
Yeah, I did too.
You got it from Boss Magic?
Yeah, I did too.
Where did you get it from, Kathleen? You got it from them as well?
From Boss Magic. Yeah, because they had sold out. And it's a US printed deck, but they were sold out in the United States.
Oh wow! I'll look that up.
Yeah, They also have a deck called Boss Magic, and it's just images. I really quite like it.
I'm gonna have to look at that deck.
For example, here's one. Here's the one where they're taking a selfie. So that's a good one for looking at yourself.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Well,
there's a lightning bolt.
I did pull for this reading. I
think this one's checkmate. Oh, sorry. Anyways, it's there's a few I don't know. Like there's 3 toothbrushes. I have no idea what that's about. But anyways, you go ahead, Kathleen.
The helpful hint for our husbands. Brush your teeth. No.
One for the husband, one for the boyfriend.
Yeah, right.
Don't get
yeah, right.
For all
one
the male children.
One for the boyfriend. That's right.
Well, I'm seeing Australia sitting as the emperor with the Ace of Wands on Australian side. Now, Candace, she's sitting with the 9 of Swords in tears, just trying to make up a story, get some attention. She'd like to think of herself as the Queen of Wands, but it's not working because
Queen of Swords.
The Queen of Swords, but really where she's at is the 5 of Cups. She's sort of drowning in her little rabbit hole, making up these kind of stories. And I was looking at her website, and people, to the response to the story, were tweeting her, well, I'm in Australia right now. I went dancing to a football game. There doesn't seem to be any restraints or tyranny going on that I can see. So American visiting Australia are saying, I don't know where you're getting your storyline, but it's not true. I'm here.
Purpose of getting the obviously attack.
Yeah,
we're not getting
obviously her stories are just they're believed by the people that are Trumpsters. Those kind of people, they're kind of short a few cards. They're short of a brick. Hi,
Sharon. Roger's saying hi.
Hi.
I'm on live.
When are you going to come and ride? Hey, Roger.
Yeah. Roger who?
Roger. When are you coming to ride? When are you coming to ride bitch on my motorcycle?
I don't know when my wife left me.
You can have him, Sharon. I'll send him right up.
Translation.
He said, when my wife lets me, I said, I'll send him right up. You can have him.
I'll tell you what,
All
we
right.
get to Vancouver.
Okay,
we'll
you can
be right
ride,
over
bitch.
there and just take hubby for a ride.
Soon my back's fixed.
As soon as your back's fixed. Okay.
Yeah.
He just had
9
back
months
surgery,
from now.
Chrissy.
Yeah, he's got 9 more months of this. Oh my
9
God.
months?
Oh wow!
Are you pregnant?
It's a year. It's a year recovery after the surgery. They put a rod in his back.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but he is so much
Wow.
better. He's just a grump though.
Yeah.
But so much better than he was.
Someone has asked me to. Hi, Matt. How are you? And a guy here in Australia called Miles Guo or Guo, Guo or Guo, Guo Wenyi. Okay. And he is the head of something called Himalaya Australia. They have a few pages with it. He's the founder, and Himalaya Australia were putting anti-vax pamphlets in people's letters, as well as making conspiracy websites. He's being investigated, I think. And he's a Chinese, he fled to China. He fled China to avoid fraud charges.
And he's an anti-vaxxer.
He's a Chinese billionaire. His alias name.
Shut my door, please.
Are they going? Hi, Maureen Howe. Show my bell. If you please give us a thumbs up. Show your support by giving us a thumbs up and stuff. And going, and if you haven't subscribed to Kathleen's channel, please do so.
Yeah.
Okay, subscribe, so I'll double check that.
Chrissy, what is his question?
Okay, what is he's a Chinese billionaire who fled China to avoid fraud charges. His name is Guo Wenyi. Guo Wengui. So it would be, and he calls himself Miles Gao. So Gao Wenyi, I think. I'd have to ask my sister-in-law. She's Chinese.
It'd probably be Gao.
He's founded Himalaya Australia, which support anti-vaccine. They put anti-vax pamphlets in people's letterboxes, as well as they have conspiracy websites. What's in the future for him? Is he going to be brought down? We don't need people like that in Australia. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie. And hello, Debsy.
16 years. He will put forward any cause if people pay him enough. He doesn't believe the crap he's spouting either.
And he might want to be really careful.
Hey, he does.
I'm thinking he might want to be careful. Ooh.
7 Jenny.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Kicked out.
You got kicked out.
I just moved my mouse and bang, my Chrome was closed, and there I was booted out.
Troublemaker in a previous life where you and her were orphans together.
Oh yes, yeah. See, that's right. Yeah, Kathleen, me, and Ron, we were orphans together.
So we are looking at Gao Wenyi, or Miles Gao as he's called, and he's a Chinese billionaire who fled China. And what's he doing here, and is he going? What's his future going to be like here? I definitely get a challenge for him is
when you say here, where's here?
To Australia.
Australia. He's putting anti-vax and
conspiracy
propaganda in people's mailbox, and
okay.
He thinks he's in the United States, but he's in Australia doing it.
He's in Australia. We have plenty of those people around here. He's a friend of Clive Palmer's too, which is never a good thing. He is writing for a 4. I've got the 6 in his advice column is be ready for a 4. You think you're going to be victorious, but I get like it's upside down. Buddy. What's at the base of all this? Oh, the truth. He fled China to avoid fraud charges. This is not good for him, this card. It's a beautiful card, but it's not a good card for him because at the bottom of it, might take a while, but they're really going to find out what he's all about. And Hermit, forced isolation, forced sabotage, 4 of Battens, home. This is being sent home. I think he's going to end up being deported back to China.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that one.
I think China want him back, and we've got not going to have any problem handing him over because he is doing his darndest to undermine the government, undermine the COVID effort, undermine everything. And he's like, and he does it for money, whether he believes in a cause or not. Lots of money. 8 of deniers. He's sloppy. He's been really sloppy about some of the things he's been doing. 9 of baton. He's going to be embattled. 3 of battens. Consequences for his actions. And I see him. This is also a travel card for him. I think he's going to end up being deported back to China. Hello, Hermit's Corner.
And it's not looking good for him when he gets deported because I'm getting the Grim Reaper next to the sun heavens, and that's telling me that someone wants him dead.
Oh, yeah.
He's not living up to it. They want to cut him out.
Mm-hmm.
They're making everybody sick where he's at, and he's not measuring up to the island he's on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the tunnel in the rock, which I'm reading as he thinks there's a light at the end of his tunnel, but I have the rock blocking it. And he's going to need to go back undercover because he's just weird. I think they are going to deport him, and he's going to have to go undercover back in China when he gets deported there.
Honestly, it's a lot.
Yeah. They want him and they'll imprison him for fleeing China to begin with.
Oh, yeah. He's ripped off the government. He's taken money from them. And I'll tell you what, the light at the end of the tunnel,
I don't think the Australian government's liking too much what he's doing because he's causing too much havoc. And that's going to cause him to get deported. Yeah.
That light he's seeing at the end of the tunnel, sorry, baby, it's the Southern Aurora Express. Bang.
His light is blocked with the rock.
Yeah.
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 I've got that Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
I've got so this is the Crow deck, the Wheel of Fortune. I think things are going to change for him and not for the good. I had the 5 of Swords, so that's not a good card. And yeah, I think he's going to be deported, or something's going to happen where he's the hermit and he's all by himself. I wonder if the Chinese government would put him in jail, take his money.
Yes, they will.
And yeah, and then the 4 of Wands, yeah, he's being sent back home. And then the 3 of Swords, he's, betrayal, heartbreak. So it doesn't look good.
I think he might even end up doing a little bit of time in Australia before they do deport him. Sheila, we were reading on a man called, he calls himself Miles Gao. His name is Guo Wengyi. He's a Chinese billionaire who fled China to Australia. He's all buddy with Clive Palmer. And it's not looking good for him. And yeah, he's a nasty piece of work. Hi, Kevin, the healing medium. How are you? Oh, he's sending us
hi,
hearts.
Evan. That's
Ooh.
Kevin.
that. Oh, that is my lovely. So Kevin's my lovely. He's one of my BFFs, and
He's one of your
he lives
BFFs.
on Vancouver Island. Yes,
Oh,
isn't he
Kevin.
handsome?
Hi,
Look at him.
Kevin.
He's handsome, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's a
And he's such a
Really
great.
handsome.
He's such a great medium. Oh,
oh,
should
Yeah,
have
we
him on
need
your
to get
show.
our
He
we need to
does
get our
incredible
Kevins
readings.
together on Sunday, and
thank
the
you
four
for
of us
joining,
read.
Kevin.
Right.
It's really nice to see you and meet you and stuff. And yeah,
He's a sweetheart. He is a
Oh,
sweetheart.
I'm,
And
I'm,
I
I'm,
get to
I'm
see him in 3D. I get to
you
see him in
lucky
3D.
You lucky thing. Are you blushing, Kevin?
Yes. Nah.
Give her a sassy haircut, Kevin.
Oh, great to meet you, ladies. Oh, it's lovely. I'm loving seeing new names popping up and all that. And honestly, I loved having Linda on my show. And it's like seeing new names, people who watch her channel, and I cannot believe how many views there's been since Monday. And he's the loveliest lady, one of the sweetest, loveliest people I've
Oh,
ever
I
met.
love that show. I watched your
Are you
show.
talking
with
about-
Linda.
Are you talking about Linda G? Are you talking about Linda
Yeah.
G?
Linda G, yes, Linda G. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we've had her.
hopefully
We've had her on the Nasty Women quite a few times.
and just it was
She's really lovely.
absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the healing medium.
She's so generous with her time.
She is. She is. You know, and I tried to keep it like to half an hour. We went a little bit over because I know there's hard times, and I'm 16 hours ahead of you guys, you two. I'm 13 hours ahead of people on the East Coast. So it can be, you know, it can actually not too hard to work out times and all that. But yeah.
Well, your morning show comes on Sunday, your time, at 6 p.m. Saturday, my time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that is 9 8. Yeah, I'm 16 hours ahead of you.
So you're 16 hours ahead.
Yeah, that's when I usually say that's usually when I tune in to you is about 6 p.m.
I know you had invited me on, and I found out like 3 days before my husband was having surgery.
Oh, right, yeah.
We scheduled the day I was supposed to read with you.
Oh, no, that's okay. Things happen. Look,
And
you
I
know,
sent you an email. I'm like, I am so sorry. I was looking so forward to reading with you.
Oh, that's okay. Things happen. You know, I've often put up a short little 20-second video saying, look, I'm not going to do a reading today. Stuff's gone a bit crazy around here and all that. Or I'm
exactly.
You know,
I retired and I don't have any time. I'm always running short on time.
Yeah.
I was more organized when I was working and had, really tight.
You are, yeah, that's it.
And now that I have all the time in the world, I have no time at all.
I was doing videos for my channel because I was still working at the same time. But I was much more, I'm like, it takes me forever to get to a video that I want to do. I'll say I'm doing it, but it still takes me like months to get to it. Whereas before when I was working, it'd be like, right, I'm going to sit down and do this now and stuff like that. You have,
exactly.
When I was working and studying.
Exactly.
Or studying, well, the more you have to do, the more organized you are.
Yeah. Well, and I've been doing this guided writing through my guides and free writing in meditation.
Okay. Yeah.
And my guides are going, publish it, publish it, publish it. And I'm like, okay, I will. But I never get to it. And I need to actually sit down, pull all my writings up, separate them, organize them, and start doing videos on it. Because they're all messages from my guides.
I put together lessons and going and doing the research for the lessons and writing stuff. So I love writing, and it's something I enjoy doing. And so I've got a lot of stuff I've written down and notes and all that. And it's just like yeah, go. I don't know when I'll do it or how, but I've got a lot of stuff I want to put down about the journey and stuff. So it's really interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, and I love doing research with the what do you call it? With the GIS and the spatial analysis and all that, and the stuff I'd like to. I started something. I haven't finished it yet. That I want to do with that as well. And
I
you
love
just
doing
you have
analysis.
time on
What
your
is
hands.
what is GIS?
Geographic
GIS?
information systems. They basically they create maps from all sorts of information.
Oh, yeah.
From point data or location data, or you can use get a satellite imagery.
That's a lot of satellite imagery and everything, right?
Yeah, satellite imagery and UAVs, which are
It's really cool technology.
the flying cameras and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's really fascinating.
I just watched a show on archaeology where they found they were in what country is it? It's one of the Honduras, and they found the lost city, the lost white city, I think is what they call it, and they used the 3D imaging from the planes. They
LiDAR. Did they use point data called LiDAR?
the point data, the LiDAR.
Yeah, which
data.
was,
and now they're actually doing the excavation, which they're saying will take 20 years to uncover the temple that they found.
hey guys, I have to take a comfort break. I'll be back in a few minutes. I really do need to have a comfort break. Can I ask you to just do some readings for people?
Okay, we're gonna the show is gonna go off the rails now. While the cat is away, the mice will play.
Anybody throw us a
Hi,
question?
Kevin.
I really need to go. So yeah, if I don't see it, I can't clamp down on them.
Oh, Deb Z wants to know if Chrissey knows map fault lines. No, Deb Z, but I've been researching that myself because I just sent a follow-up on a reading I did in August to Kevin on I had some hits in August on an earthquake that'll be in the
You're talking about Kevin
United
Loving Vibrate.
Yeah, Kevin Loving Vibration, yeah.
Right.
But anyways, and it's on the Madreas fault line, and it'll be felt all the way up to Chicago, and I'm predicting that sometime this year. And as I was researching if there was fault lines in that area, because I live in California like you, so I was curious about the fault lines. I did find that fault line that I was feeling, and I got a really good strong hit on it when I found the fault line. I said, yeah, this is the fault line, and it does go all the way up into Chicago. So, and it is they're predicting on the documentary I found on it within 50 years there should be another earthquake, but I'm feeling it coming like in the next year with some of this rebalancing. But I also feeling one here in California going towards the Mojave Desert, which would probably be closer to you because I think you live out that direction. That one that was we had last year that was felt all the way to Vegas. I think that one's going to go off again sometime in the next 6 months. But I'm not seeing, it's out in the middle of the desert. It's felt all the way to Vegas. It's an old fault line. We'll feel that one here in Tulare County too. We don't normally feel very many here in Tulare County.
She's saying Apple Valley. She's saying
Yeah,
Apple
the one
Valley.
in Apple Valley. Yeah. I think there'll be one out that direction. Are you in Apple Valley? Is that by the Mojave, by Edwards and all that? Victorville, that area. I think Deb Z was up in that region of California.
Yeah, we're here on the West Coast. We're right on a major fault as well.
Yeah, it runs all the way up and down.
Goes right up. Yeah, it goes right in between Vancouver Island and where I am.
Yeah, there's a lot of unmapped fault lines in California still. Tons of them. Okay, yeah, I was right.
She said yes. Yeah.
We'll have one from there. I don't see any damages because it's going to be way out in the desert. But we'll fill it. It'll be a 5 or a 6. We'll fill it. It'll be big enough that we fill, but nothing that's going to cause anything. In fact, they'll fill it best in Vegas because it's going to cross that Vegas downtown fault line. And that's why they'll fill it so much. They'll actually fill more of it in Vegas than we do here in California, even though the fault line's epicenters in California. Did we have any questions? I'm not on YouTube, so I can't. I have to read the.
Yeah, I think Chrissy might have a list. She was writing down some, but I'm sure we could, if you have some questions, we could put that on the list as well.
If one pops up, we can read on it while she's away.
Yeah.
What is going on for sure?
I don't see a question yet.
I'm not on my touch screen computer. Drives me crazy. Thought I saw something.
Dishes and stitches. Kathleen's got her name up on the screen. Guided Light Tarot. Oh, did you change it to guided rather than guiding? Have you changed the name?
It's always been Guided Light. Lisa's always said it wrong.
Oh, it's always been Guided Light.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It is Guided Light. Okay. Guided Light Tarot.
That's why it always gets confusing because Lisa has always said it like the soap opera, like the U.S. soap opera, and it's actually Guided Light. And I've been thinking about changing it. Messages from my guides. Light. Messages from my guides, probably. Anyways.
It's funny, I've been shuffling that deck again, and the 3 brushes come up again. I'm going to have to figure out what that means. I wonder if there's a book with this. No, there's no book.
Oh, it's probably online.
Yeah, probably.
Because the company that did the character cards, they had a website on the box, and you could go and print out the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
They actually have a list of meanings for those cards too.
I am back. Thank you, ladies. No, when you're all right, and you're going on. I really need to have a comfort break. Hi, Marvin.
Well,
how are you?
I'm glad you made it.
For it, though.
I don't normally do personal questions, but if the 2 ladies have been doing some personal questions, please ask them as they've taken the last few minutes. If you want a personal reading, I can do it, and you can email me. But I'll put up the email. Oh, there's something in a.
I always say
we can do a personal reading if somebody.
Yeah, if they want.
Yeah, I don't normally do it. So, but as long as it, not into depth.
I won't do a deep dive one online.
Yeah.
The short, sweet questions are okay.
Yeah. No, if people do want a reading from me, they can go here, and I'm sure the ladies have, if they do readings, they have information on their sites and all that. Hi, Linda B. But Marvin, what's the question about? And anyway, while we're waiting to see if Marvin wants to put the question out there. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I haven't had a chance to look at that yet from the other day. I did a reading on the Australian elections and their geospatial effects. Hey, Michelle, will they ever find the real treasure on Oak Island? Oh, I did an Oak Island special, Michelle. I did an Oak Island special. I'm going to have to put my things into order.
I think they need to get a really good group of real good psychics out there to read on it. I would love to go out with a group of psychics and do a group reading and really concentrate on that.
Yeah, and I did a Oak Island special, and it was earlier this year, or maybe even towards the end of last year. So if you go and look at my site, you will see that.
Did you get them close to it? I keep on feeling like they're missing it by like 50 feet.
I can't really remember.
There. I think they're missing.
I can't really remember. But if you want to see what I say about it, but will they ever find it?
Really?
The Oak Island treasure.
I think it'd be a fantastic.
They'll find something. Yeah. And it could even attract a lot of resources, money coming their way. So we've got the Empress, we've got Judgment. They're both yes cards. And we've got the Ace of Coins. So that there is something there to find. And it will be certainly counted as a huge thing. Of course it would. How do you highlight someone's name with a colour?
It highlights when
I have in here with everyone in purple, Sheila, sorry. When I was setting up, I wanted purple because I love purple. I love purple. Purple.
Purple's a great color.
Yeah, I think she's talking about.
But
so who was it
in the
that
chat?
asked
Your
that?
name will highlight. If somebody says your name, it'll show up on your screen highlighted, so it draws attention to you.
Yeah,
If
they send a comment to you, they'll send it. They'll send it at your name. Who was that asked that?
Do you see me in a long-term relationship? Okay, what we might
Sheila.
do is, I don't normally do this, but for the next 15 minutes, how about we do some short, sharp readings, like 3 cards each for people?
I do some on Oak Island.
Sure.
Yeah.
I see they put a lot of time in and a lot of efforts. They've been, they're putting that fruition out there to find it.
Yeah.
I'm getting that Page of Wands is leading them in the direction to keep making choices on where to dig, but ultimately, I get the Ace of Wands. Mm-hmm. I think, yes, they will find it. They have found a lot of artifacts around that time period.
They have.
That's leading them to believe that, yes, Templars were there during the right time frames and all that. They just need the hardcore evidence.
So for the next, so they need hardcore evidence.
I get. So for Oak Island, this is from the Boss Magic deck.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's near water, because there's water, and I think you're right, Kathy. I think they're not. I think they're not far from it. There's the measuring tape. They're not that far from it, and they need to take a closer look.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I would love to see I would love to see some of the satellite shots and some of the what is that imaging called? Like I can't think of the name now. When they do the topographical imaging,
The temperature one.
No, the one that
You mean like
penetrates
infrared?
through the foliage and everything.
Digital elevation models.
Yeah, they need to do all kinds of high tech. Use all the high tech, everything that they can spin to see if they can penetrate foliage and earth to try to better pinpoint. They found all the drainages and stuff like that. That is going to lead to the money pit. I think they're just missing it by fractions. I think they're just off like 50 yards or something. They're so close, but yet so far away.
Yep. Okay. So I think what I'll do is for a bit of a one-off special, I'm approaching 2,000. So we'll do about 15 minutes of personal questions, okay? And just for a little bit of a celebration. Marvin Martin, do you see me in a long-term relationship? So I think we'll just do 3 cards each. If you're okay with that. And I've got the White Sage Tarot here for these readings because it's a really beautiful little deck. Marvin. So past, present, and future. Let's see. Marvin, you have been in a previous relationship that ended possibly not in the best of circumstances. And it's, I think, maybe caused you to be a little bit cautious. But now you feel like you're ready to charge on in. Okay. And so, because we've got the Death card, an ending of an old relationship. Now you've got the Knight of Swords, this gorgeous cat with the swords, and it's like you're ready. You feel like it's a good time, and you're ready to go back in there a bit, but you're a bit cautious about charging in. In the future, judgment. Trust your judgment in the future. Okay. You're going to meet someone who it'll just suddenly, like, you might go through meet a few people first and skirt possibilities with them, but you're going to meet someone, and for you it's going to be like you've woken up from a long sleep and everything seems new with the Judgment card. You see the light going on. So, sweetheart, I do see you in a longer term relationship. It might still be a little bit away because you've got that major arcana, but it is going to have a big impact on you. So I hope that helps you. And yeah, just you're a little bit cautious about charging in, but if you don't go out there, and you might find yourself in a little bit of chaos for a while, but it will all settle down. Okay.
Yeah, I've got the 7 of Cups, so there's that confusion. And but if he needs to let go, of the outcome. Here's the Fool. He just needs to relax and let go of the outcome. And I really know the position you're in because I'm having to let go. I'm wondering, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? And I just have to let go. Anyways, it is going to happen. I have the Ace of Swords.
Get some stuff called SWAT, SWAT.
Hey, Roger, we're on live. Roger.
He was trying to be really super quiet too.
Not that I understand.
Well, it didn't work.
The dog has an earache.
And
the dog has an earache. Oh, poor baby.
Mommy, I have an earache. Okay, anyways, I have the Ace of Swords, so that's a yes. And look how happy you're going to be. That's the Page of Wands. And I did do more than 3 cards because I felt I had to to draw more. And there's the Two of Cups that confirms it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you got to let go of the outcome.
Yeah.
And relax.
Yeah. Over analyzing it a bit rather than you're a bit afraid of charging in. So that's what you're afraid of. Yeah. What about you, Kathleen?
Yeah. Well, first of all, in the past, I'm showing that you're coming out of a very disruptive relationship that was difficult on you. Yeah. And I get the Death card. The Death is the ending of something old and the rebirth of something new. Yeah. These cards are telling me that you need to resolve issues from your old relationship before you move forward. I do see you charging off in the Chariot once you resolved your past. You will charge forward into a new relationship. I threw a clarifier on that, 3 clarifiers on it, because I wanted to know from there, where does it go? I see that you're going to move up to higher ground. This is leaving that past behind. You're moving to higher ground. You're looking at different relationships in a different perspective. You're not bringing the old baggage to the new relationship because you have done the work that you need to resolve that. And in the end, I love this page card because this page, it shows that it's a Page of Cups. It shows the emotion of the heart. And on the top, it shows when pigs fly. So it has a flying pig on the top, which I always think is, yes, when pigs fly, you will have that relationship and you're going to get it. So, yes.
You'll be seeing the pigs flying.
The pigs flying for you.
Spirit beyond the...
and your heart will be healed, so you will be able to move forward in that relationship.
Yep. Spirit beyond the stars can I please have a card? We just need a little bit more information, a quick question. And so if you can come back with a little bit more information about that, Spirit, that's fine. Apple, 2535 Apple. Will I find a new home soon? She's got COVID eviction.
I have oracle cards here. If she wants an oracle card, I have the surrender cards.
I actually pulled out the light series tarot. That's what you two were using.
Oh, that's what I'm using.
So will you have a new home soon, my darling? Apple.
So what was the question?
Will she have a new home soon? She's being evicted because of the COVID, COVID eviction.
I heard yes. You will find a new home, and it will be good. You will get a good home.
Present. Future. Oh yeah. Okay. So it was a very confusing time for you in the past with this because of moratoriums, and then the moratorium stopped, and are they going to start it again? And it's like up, down, all over the place. So it's been a very confusing and stressful time for you. But now you know what's happened, and yes, you are feeling a little bit scared. You are feeling a little bit frightened and a little bit out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles. And I do feel you're stressing a lot about it, and this is not helping your health, Apple. Take a few deep breaths. Okay, take a few deep breaths. This is how you are currently. You're feeling a little bit lost, a little bit alone. Are things ever going to be okay again? Trust me, darling, they will. In your future, there is the Star card. And this happening is actually probably going to lead you into a bit of a direction you didn't even... You weren't expecting, and it could lead to... This move could lead to something new for you as well, not just a new home, but a new hobby or a new light or even a new job. But there's definitely a new direction in this with you, as well as hope that, yes, you will get your new home. So, Kathleen?
Yeah, I've got the Hierophant, and you're looking forward. This is you're moving forward from the governmental situation putting you out of your home due to circumstances that were out of control. Now you're looking for that new home. But I'm getting the Judgment card, and with this card, I see it as Archangel Michael looking over you, giving you strength and moving forward, because the next major arcana I get with that is the Lovers. Yes, you're going into a new partnership, which I would read in this as that new home, that new contract for your new lease. Don't worry about the costs, which is one of your concerns. Can I afford this new home because rents have gone up and all that? You're okay, because the clarifier of the whole reading is a happy family. You got a lot of pentacles coming your way. I think financially you're going to stabilize and things are going to work out, and you're actually going to be in a better position now than you were prior to COVID. So your family will be happy, and you're going to come out of this looking good. I feel very positive energy moving forward for you. All the cards are positive, and they're all in great. Two major arcana on your side. Yeah, you're doing good. Actually, three. Because I got the Lovers, the Hierophant, and Judgment. So you've got three major arcanas leading you into positive direction. So.
Yeah, sorry,
Chrissy,
just a really
Chrissy,
negative comment.
Chrissy,
I'm going to put the person.
I know, I hit it.
You do it?
No,
Good.
I hit it. Yeah, I hit it a long time ago.
It's really, really shame on you.
I know.
Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And up yours, and piss off if you don't like it. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. And no, I saw it right away. And when I got on it right away, and I hit the comment. I mean, we can still see it in StreamYard, but I hit it on YouTube. Okay, so this is for 235 Apple, right?
Yeah.
So I pulled some oracle cards for her, and that's him or her, and that was from my where did the deck go? The box. This is from my Angels and Ancestors. It's a new deck that I got. I've been using it this week. And the first, I drew through 3 oracle cards. And the first one is Fire Guardian, Ignite Your Passion. So I think you can manifest this new home. And next one is Magic Guardian, Unlock the Magic Within. So that's along the same theme. And then Earth Guardian, Stay Rooted and Grounded. So get rid of those negative thoughts that are spinning around in your head. Stay rooted and grounded and manifest this new home. So that's what I'm getting for you.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, thanks for all the mods who jumped on that person.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, just stop watching. You don't have to say nasty things like that. So take a good look in the mirror, buddy, because you're projecting.
It's really not appreciated by anybody. We share loving energy, not negative energy.
Yeah.
You want to spread negative energy, go to Fox News or something.
Okay, it's something that's right in part to help people out with their utilities and their rents. Okay, a message from your guides. Do you want to draw a card or something, Spirits Beyond? Because by all means do.
I've got my postcards from Spirits.
I've been thinking about them, getting them.
I love these cards, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Highly recommend them.
Occasionally, and I get drawn to them a lot. So, yeah, that's something to get in the future.
So, what are we doing next?
Spirit Beyond the Stars
is asking for a message from her guides.
So message from her guides.
Okay. I'll pull it. I'll pull an oracle card.
I've got one ready. It says, "You are loved," is the title of the card. Dearest you, everything is in divine order. Even chaos, there is order. And we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, or too many what ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or the future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with everything better. Spirit loves a vacuum, as it gives your space that vibrant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. And then you know there's value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. So I think I pulled this card for myself.
That's exactly
This one
what I was
applies to me.
saying.
I need to. I'm trying to
Ugly person. That ugly person. It's
purge.
just a whole upwelling of love for you, my darling.
Oh yes.
And it's like
Purge what is not serving you.
Just a message to go out there. You come on my channel and you pull shit like that, and I'm going to say it. I don't normally swear. I try to not use word words, but you pull shit like that, you're going to get booted off. Okay.
Oh,
and
Chrissy, I was on it right away. I hid them, which is the best thing to do.
Thank you for Sharon to do that. But I will boot your, or one of my mods will boot your ass off. Okay?
If you continue, you can be reported and removed off from YouTube.
Yeah. So, go take a good look in the mirror and, go outside and shake yourself after, as my grandmother used to say, after someone slipped in a fart. Okay? Because that's all you are.
And by the way, Kathleen always has mirrors up to protect her. So that comment would have bounced off the mirrors and right back at them.
Yeah, if you're throwing something at me.
And same with me. Yeah. I've got mirrors too. So, okay. So this is,
I always keep mirrors
This
up.
is for, So this is for Spirits Beyond the Stars. I picked 3 cards from the same deck, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. High Priestess. It's looking very cross between Egypt and First Nations, that picture. But anyways, High Priestess, harness mystic power. Also the Hermit, retreat and recharge. I think a lot of us need to heed that message. It's been tough energy hitting the planet of late. Lots of weird things going on in the world. And also the Seer. See beyond the current situation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Go to see beyond the current situation.
I have Wisdom of the Hidden Realms here. Yeah, I pulled that deck for someone the other day too. Used that deck for someone the other day and pulled that card. And it really is, yeah. I've got Wisdom of the Hidden Realms here. Okay. And so for
do we have another question?
I've got the Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance. Really gorgeous cards. Basically, this says it all. You may have had a bit of a false start or been hurt by someone, but you persevere, okay, in your efforts to get that person out of your life. And if they've hurt you, especially financially, you will get some compensation from that. Looks like somebody The Rainbow Prince was not all everything he seemed, unfortunately, or they seemed. It can be a woman or whatever. The Chess Queen now. This is currently trust. Don't lose trust in yourself and your strategies to working things out. You keep doing that. You are smart. Do not lose trust in yourself. And the Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. Don't let what happened cause you to close yourself off to people with setting up boundaries and putting on emotional armor. But a little bit of discipline doesn't hurt. But don't, and it doesn't hurt to set some boundaries with people. But don't let what happens close you off. So there could be a danger of that if you don't start trusting yourself again. Okay? And, yeah.
Chris.
Oh, wow, that is fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Go away.
Yeah.
Well, before you do,
Oh,
so yeah. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
glad that the relief package that Biden passed had to get help, and they paid $111,000.
11,000. Yeah.
Fantastic. That is fantastic. So yeah, I don't feel it was that that somebody let you down, but I feel maybe that's where you got the compensation from. So maybe somebody else let you down before that. But it's so glad to see that happened. And yeah. Hi, Martin. You're a new subscriber.
Welcome, Marvin.
Marvin. Thank you for subscribing, darling. Thank you so much. Oh,
Hi, Linda Barorian.
Hellos again. Linda B, how are you?
Yeah, Lisa and I, Chrissy, Lisa and I got to meet Linda B on camera last night.
Yes,
we were
lovely,
with yeah, she is just a sweetheart.
She is got the biggest heart, and
yes,
yeah, and honestly,
and she's providing a wonderful
lovely
home for a granddaughter.
Yep.
You're welcome, spirits.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes. Yeah, I just do it.
I can put together who spirit beyond the stars is. Hi, Patricia.
Who is it?
Has Russia hacked
Her name is Patricia, I believe.
Patricia, how are you, darling?
And it's the picture that she looks like I did when I was in high school in her picture.
With the red hair, yeah, the ginger
yeah,
hair.
It looks like my high school picture.
And everyone in the chat, thank you for that outpouring of love. Yeah.
Yes.
It really does.
I miss the troll comment altogether, and I was excited. I got trolled when I first opened my channel, and I didn't even have 100 subscribers. And I thought that was pretty cool to get a troll before I had 100 subscribers. Of course, I deleted them. But to be trolled that early in the game.
I got one that said it was all airy-fairy and I'd get better results if I eviscerated my cat and read her innards.
Oh my gosh.
Was really polite.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have blocks up. I probably can't even find. I scrolled up. I could not find.
Yeah. And I'm like
the comment. So either it went over my head, or my guys have just deleted it from my vision.
Yeah.
I got it deleted.
I wasn't doing lives then. I was doing videos, and
I'm reading StreamYard where it doesn't fall off. But
yeah, StreamYard's good.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, don't go. Yeah, don't go back and see. Yeah,
I don't need to know what it was. You'll tell me later.
No,
I don't take them personally.
It's someone who needs to kick up the butt, and I hope someone in their house gives it to them.
I'm gonna put their name on the bathroom wall.
Whippy, James is saying, if anyone tried that with Cameo, she'd eviscerate them first.
That's right. That's right.
She's my darling girl. She is one of the lights of my life. I have 3 shining lights in my life. They are my hubby and Cameo and Whitby. They are the biggest shining lights in my life. I have other great shining lights in my life as well. My
Me
siblings,
too.
my mum, my aunts, my uncles. I love you all, and I know some of them watch. My nieces, my nephews, and it's very nice that some of them watch. I love you all, and you know, and yeah, and we all pull together when we need to, and that's so important.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have a wonderful family as well, and I have very, very good friends.
And yes, please do subscribe.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Yeah, this is a very, very strong, tight-knit community, and we're as tight with our viewers as we are with each other as readers.
Yeah.
And I know all of us do open forum type readings where we actually just do an open mic and have discussions online sometimes.
And if it's rambling, it's rambling.
It's wonderful. When last Sunday we ran out of questions and we talked about spiritualism and got some of the best questions. Had so much fun talking about different aspects of people's spiritualism and abilities, and we had some wonderful questions, and it led to a great conversation. And that's what it's about. It's sharing information, helping each other.
Well, I was watching somebody's show. I can't remember who it was this morning, but this person in the chat was saying they're finding that they feel they don't fit in the world anymore. They can't talk to their friends or their family about their spiritual growth because they just don't speak the same language. And it's so nice to be able to come onto these channels and you feel like you're home.
And what do I do with people like that, Sharon? I pull them into
gather them together.
And I pull people together into a circle and start introducing everybody and working with everybody, because all of us that are open awakening need somebody that relates to us, because not everybody understands what we're going through during our awakenings
or what we're doing. Yeah.
And we're not crazy. And once we start talking with each other, we know that, everybody goes through this when they have that big awakening, and their abilities come flying out stronger than what they were born with. And there's a way to handle it and get control of it.
And you'd be surprised of how supporting people can be around you. You might think they won't understand it, but you know what? James has often said he doesn't understand this side of me. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand what it's all about. But who makes me up to 3 coffees a session? Who comes out and
I know. I need to train my husband to do that, Chrissy. I'm jealous.
He might not sort of get it or understand it, but he supports it. And I hope he's
I do have that.
Understand that.
I have that kind of support as well.
And stuff. And, you'd be surprised sometimes that they might say, well, I don't understand it, but I'm not going to think you're crazy or anything. I might not get it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to support that you're going on this journey and you're doing something, and that's important. So give it a go. And if they are negative, then they're negative. You don't have to bring it up to them again, but you might be surprised at how supportive the people around you are.
Right.
Because they might not get it or understand it, but they really do want what is best for you.
And I always say, if anybody out there needs some help with questions on that, reach out to any of us, email us. We'll be happy to answer questions and get in contact with you. And I work and mentor a lot of different readers that have channels and some people that don't have channels. I love doing it. I don't charge for those services. It's my gift to the world to help other people's going through this. So
I've just caught something that it is a very individual journey too. But Spirit Beyond the Stars, she's saying, is this about the picture that you've got there?
Yes, you look just like I did in high school.
Look over my
Seriously.
right shoulder, you'll see my great
Sure,
grandmother.
on my right shoulder.
Oh yeah, there is definitely something there, something in there that's wow.
Oh, I do see it.
Oh, I do
Oh,
see. Yeah.
Oh,
baby or something. I
wow.
can see something up. It
Yes,
could
I
just
see
be
a
because of
lady
my
right next
glasses
to you.
too sometimes, because I have to have my. It took them years to figure out my eyes don't like each other, so they don't work very well in tandem. So this is my latest pair of glasses, and they put special prisms in each lens to make my eyes work together better.
Yeah, my daughter wears the prisms for the same reason.
Mm.
She was in a car accident in it.
And
That is really
Dan
neat
also
picture.
was saying when his wife and her and he were together 20 years ago, we felt something in one room into the other room across the hall. Something in one room go into the other room across the hall. It can be really strange. I mean, the other day I was sitting here and I looked over and I know I saw a figure walking across that area. But it wasn't James and there was nobody else. But I know I saw a figure. In our old apartment, I thought I saw James in our hallway, in our little hallway. But he was out in the courtyard. I know who that was. I won't say who that was. It was a relative of mine that had died recently.
Right.
I see spirit.
Before that. But yeah, and things in the corner of your eyes and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I see that a lot.
Spirit. I have all my life. I still am afraid of the dark, even though now I need the lights on so that I can see who's in the room also. And it doesn't scare me anymore. But when I was young, it would scare me to death. Because I would see apparitions of people in the house and they would come. They see your light. You know, when you have this beacon that you seem to carry, you know, when you're psychic, you have this beacon and they see that and they're drawn to it. And they realize that you can see them and communicate. Well, when you're a child, you don't know how to deal with that.
Hi, Nancy Lee. And Chris Wickens, hello, welcome. It's lovely.
But as an adult, I can deal with it now. I can ask them, you know, do you need help? How can I help you? Or tell them, come back in the morning. I'm sleeping.
Well, they ring the doorbell. They ring the doorbell, which isn't out the front on the wall, front wall. It's actually in here, and they ring it. Chris Wilkins, welcome. Thank you. It's lovely to see you.
Yes, and Nancy Lee, I haven't seen you forever.
Yes, how are you, Nancy?
Nancy Lee.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, I used to see her a lot on Johnny
Tara's Apprentice.
Taro's Apprentice, that's right. Yeah, I've got lots of activity in my house here. I live in this little log cabin in the woods on Salt Spring Island, and I have I've got photos that are in frames, where they're kind of propped on anyways, they'll fall off the shelf or fall down, or I've had things fall off the wall. I've had right in front of me, I told Kathleen about this, I was actually at another house. I was pet sitting, and on the coffee table was this mat. It was like a dinner placemat, a placemat.
Yeah.
And right in front of me, as I'm talking to Kathleen, this placemat gets up and flips over onto the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, did I just see that? And she's going, okay, who's here? And it was her son.
Yeah, it was my son. Yeah. But my mother does things. He leaves me dimes. That's another signal. He doesn't leave feathers. He leaves dimes. Anyways, tons of things happened in this cabin. They're always communicating with me in some way.
And it's funny because my nephew and her son have met each other on the other side. And my nephew taught him how to mess with the electronics. So they do things like mess with our YouTube channel. One day we were on live and it kept zooming in and out, in and out. And I'm like, is it doing that on your side
I said to
too?
Kathy, are you
Jared's going,
seeing
yes.
that?
I hear my nephew bust up laughing in my ear.
Yeah.
I knew it was him. He
Well,
used to eavesdrop on our conversations and start talking between us and telling jokes. And then you'd hear him laugh. She's like, is there somebody on your line? You know, and
soon after my dad passed, he had he used to work on computers as a hobby and stuff, and he had computers all over the place, and he had video or DVD players in separate rooms and stuff like that, all these little electronic things that would be on all the time. And soon after he passed, within a few days, they all started to go on the fritz. And Mum saying, all of your father's gadgets just have stopped working.
Yeah.
Like, that's him reminding her that, he's still, he loved her so much.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
When my father passed, he lived in an apartment building. I mean, he owned his apartment. They call it a condo here. But after he passed, he went down the hallway to all the doors of the ladies that were his neighbors. And he rang the doorbell, and they all came out and looked, because there was nobody there, but they all looked at each other and they went, that was Jim. He must have passed.
Yeah. No, I am in Perth, Chris. I am in Perth in Western Australia. Are you in Perth too, are you?
No, Chris is near me.
He's near you.
Yeah, she's in a suburb of Vancouver, British Columbia.
Yeah, no, I'm in Perth in Western Australia.
In fact, I'm threatening to go take her out for lunch. I got to do that. I got to do that soon before I fly out for Christmas.
Yeah.
I know I have several viewers that live within 50 miles or 30 miles of me. I was rather surprised.
Well, I went garage sailing a few weeks back, and I bought a cabinet, which I still got to bring in here. And the lady said, what are you going to do with us? I've got lots of tarot cards. I want to put some of them in there. And she says, are you Footprint? And I'm like, yeah. I was absolutely, wow.
Oh, wow.
And she's only a couple of suburbs down, she's not very far from here at all.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, that was just so I'd never been recognized before.
No one's done that with me. But here in Salt Spring, they really wouldn't care. I would not be a celebrity at all. I mean, they do the same thing with celebrities here.
I said, well, now, because James was with me, of course, so she went, oh, your hubby is, yeah. I said, well, next time you're watching, hop on, you can troll everyone else by going, I've met hubby, I know what hubby looks like.
Yeah, she's seen him in 3D. Well,
I know.
I get to hug Kevin, the healing medium.
Linda B, have you got a channel? Have you started a channel? Sorry, you get to hug Kevin.
Who?
You lucky thing. Linda
Kevin.
B.
Yeah, I know, he's gorgeous. We're really good friends. Yeah, Chris was born on Salt Spring.
Salt Spring Island, yeah.
Yeah. Here we don't add the island, we just say Salt Spring.
Salt Spring. Oh, so if you say Salt Spring Island, everyone knows you're not a local.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a local.
Well, I had to look it up and to see the island, because when Sharon and I became friends, she'd talk about the island all the time. And I'm like, oh, I'm moving there. That's just absolutely gorgeous. I would love to live there.
It is gorgeous.
And BC is beautiful. I grew up right on top of the Canadian border. And so it was my playground. But BC is beautiful.
Yeah, she used to cross the border to go skiing.
Yeah, I skied in Canada all the time up at Big Red.
When we were talking about Oak Island, somebody asked a question. I think it was Michelle Mabel.
Mhm.
And I think, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry. But they asked, is the Ark of the Covenant on Oak Island?
Mm,
Oops. Sorry, Chris, I accidentally highlighted you.
I'm hearing no.
No, I don't
yeah.
think so.
It's
I don't think so
actually
either.
still in
Middle East.
In the Middle East.
in the Middle East.
I want to do a hidden treasures
Yeah.
on that. And the
In
Holy
fact,
Grail.
I watched a documentary yesterday on where they think the Ark of the Covenant is. There is over 100 tunnels
Mhm.
from where it originated, and they think when that area was under siege, they actually picked up the Ark of the Covenant and they took it through the tunnels, and they had a hidden chamber made to hide it in so it wouldn't be stolen. And it actually is underground, under the city, in one of those tunnels, and they're trying to locate it still. I watched a whole show on it on the Travel Channel. I believe it was last night.
Yep. Yeah, that I think I may have seen that thing. But yeah, no, it's not on Oak Island, darling. I want to actually my next hidden treasures video, and I started to do it, but things just wouldn't work. So I don't know if it's like you're not reading on there or whatever, but things wouldn't work. But that was the next in line for me to do a hidden treasures video. So I'll have another go at it.
Well, if you're going to do one, invite me on because I will join my energy with you. I love doing stuff like that.
Okay, would you like to do one with me together? It'll be recorded.
Oh, yeah, because
and we'll do
I always believe that when psychics are focused their energy on the same, we can get really, really close. The more of us that join in the circle, the better we get.
Okay, so we should try and get together sometime in the next few days, like over the weekend or something. Why don't you send me
that would be fun.
And then we'll sit down and we will record it. We will do Zoom and we'll record it, and I'll have the share the screen so people can see what we're looking at. And we will do a special hidden treasures on.
You have my link. Set it up if you want to do it Sunday. That's Saturday my time. You want to do it on your Sunday morning? I would love to do that. It would be so fun.
We can do it early. We can maybe set it up like 7:30 my time, which is so early before I do my live, and then I can sort of then set it uploading and stuff.
Just send me the link and
so Michelle,
what did we say?
Michelle
16
says
hours different or 13 hours different?
Or maybe we can do it as a live. I might do it as a hidden treasures live. How's that?
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. How does that
so
sound?
Michelle
sounds fun.
Yeah,
sorry.
Michelle, yeah.
Sorry, Michelle Mybell says, don't you think the Templars hid the Ark of the Covenant?
You don't think
Covenant.
the Templars? I don't. We'll have a look at it.
I think it was hidden before Templars could get to it because there was invasions from the Romans. There was all kinds of different things going on at that time period.
So okay,
and I believe it was actually hidden before the Templars got there. The Templars stole a lot of the treasures, but I don't think the Ark of the Covenant was one of them. I think it was already had been stowed away.
Okay, so Sharon, do you want to join us with this, or just Kathleen and me will do it? I'm going to do a
sure, I'll join you. I'm trying to think what's going on Saturday.
I was thinking I'd do it 7:30 in the morning my time, which would probably be
7:30.
6 o'clock.
1:30.
Only when I see you come on your morning show. So what's
30?
So an hour and a half earlier, so 6 p.m. like 4:30 in the afternoon.
So it would be 4:30.
Okay.
Around 4:30.
Okay, I will schedule that. So guys, we are going to do anything like that. We'll look at that question too. So I will put a thing on my community page after I finished here.
Okay.
Okay. Early before my usual live, we're going to do a special live three of us, we're going to look at the Ark of the Covenant and possibly the Holy Grail. And if there's any other biblical mystery or something, we'll do hidden treasures, biblical, and we'll see what we can do. But we'll definitely cover those two. And then if there's time, we'll have a look at something else. So it's going to be a special live event. So I'll set all that up, guys, and send you both the Kathleen, can you send me an email? I know I've got an email from you somewhere, but can you send me a fresh list? Oh, Bright Opal said she wants to join. Absolutely, Sophie.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah. Okay, but I'll send it to Sophie as well. So that's going to be 4 of us. I think any more would be a bit too much. And we'll have a look at these.
So
okay?
I got that question you said, Kathleen, it was the Ark of the Covenant hidden before the Templars? Yes. No. It was before the Templars. Yes.
What was hidden on Oak Island was before the Templars.
No.
No, the Ark of the
Ark of the Covenant
was hidden. Yeah, my guides told me that.
Well before.
In my head.
Yeah, well before.
So it's going to be a hidden treasure special, and we're going to start at
the because they came much later.
Yeah. Yes, the Templars were like the 12th century or something like that.
Exactly.
There were several crusades.
Yeah, like 1275 to 1460 or something like that.
I know they were after the Holy Grail as well, but
you always
the Holy Grail I think has actually been found. It was found in a statue, and it is.
We'll have a look at that too. Yeah.
I think that is actually the Holy Grail. It was actually in the base of a statue. They found all the clues.
Isn't the Holy Grail the chalice?
Yeah, it's actually a small
There's
chalice.
some debate about what it actually is. Yeah.
And it's made out of a stone, abagast or something. I'll have to go look at the documentary. I watch nothing but documentaries.
I
watched a show on it. Just like last week, I watched a show on both those items.
Hi, Melinda.
Oh, interesting.
Hello, Marvin. The crystal skull. I'll have a look at that. You tell. Email me or put a comment about the crystal skull. Which one you mean? Because there's several. Brandis Calais. Hello. Shelby Lisa, hi.
There's 6 crystal skulls that have been found, but there's supposed to be 13.
13 what? Skulls. Yeah,
there are 6 that have been found in the world, but there are supposed to be a total of 13 hidden throughout the world.
Of definite hoaxes. They're not the real deal.
I heard, I can't remember who said this. I think it was a reader. Or I might have heard it on a podcast, something about the crystal skulls are actually memory devices.
So I might do a special on the crystal skulls or something. I know I'm going to do a spooky ooky one for the full moon, and I'm going to do a summer solstice special as well. So maybe we can look at the skulls on the summer solstice or something.
Yeah.
I can look at them there.
Sure.
I'll be sending.
Which would be the winter solstice for us.
Crystals record information and data. All crystals do. If you get a crystal and you meditate on it, you will feel that all these little fractures and everything inside these crystals have messages in them.
When I want a bit of extra protection, I put this on. It's just a crystal I picked up on its own, but I wrapped it up. It's got copper around it. I thought copper would be a good thing to put around it.
Copper's great around stones. It helps them vibrate well. And
then I hang on and it gives me some, because I'm not overly familiar with the stones, but I felt that copper would be a good thing to put around it to secure it. And if I want extra protection, I'll whack it on. Like somebody mentioned a person the other day. I can't remember who that was, but I was so repulsed I instantly threw it on. And there are crystals in
Melinda. Exactly. Melinda is reminding me that's why I heard it was on Sterling's channel. It was one of the questions that he answered. So
Oh, Shelby, thank you. Hiya. How are you, my darling? Shelby is one of my students. She did my lesson. And how are you,
Cool.
darling?
Hi,
Lovely to
Sherby.
see you.
And you
Um,
are you are inviting Bright Opal Tarot, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right
All
over
right, because a
here.
lot of people are, yeah, because a lot of
Dan
people are
Offshore
asking.
said there's a comet passing on the 12th of December. That is, when is that? That is like it's the 9th today, 10th, 11th. That's Sunday.
That's my granddaughter's birthday.
Mm. It's also
On the 10th, did you say the 10th?
no, the 12th.
Well,
Oh,
Yeah,
the 12th. Okay.
that's
Yeah, well-
Miss Addie's birthday. Your sweet little Miss Drama
Cool.
Queen Addie.
Let's have a look. You want to have a look at the comet? See if it's got some message for it.
Message for us. Okay.
I do believe that they pick up the universe's energy.
What was the name of the comet? Did we get a name on it?
Not really knowing that. Dan, do you know the name of the comet? Leonard. Is that the one that was named after Leonard Nimoy or something? I'm sure there was one that was named after him
Okay.
after he passed a couple of years ago. So let's have a look. What is the comet? Loggers wearing copper bracelets in Montana. Copper's good.
Leonard. The comet's name is Leonard.
Yeah. So let's have a look. Has will Leonard have a message for?
Leonard.
Hmm.
I've got a message. This is a good one. I took it from Doreen Virtue's. This is not her angel card. This is her angel therapy oracle deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's the base chakra card. But anyways, it says choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances, as your words determine your outcome.
Yeah. I've got the two of crystals with equanimity. You may think things are. This is just what I'm getting from the card. You may think things are more uneven than they are. Look, as you said, take the positive approach.
Yeah.
You know, this sparkling jewel may only be a zirconia, but it is still sparkling and it still has joy to bring you. Sorrow, it's a 6 of Cups here, is sorrow. It's called sorrow. It's like, but it's like it's been the pictures. I'm getting from the pictures. It's like it's time to pour away that sorrow that you've been hanging on to. You know, let it go. Let it float off into the waters or wherever it needs to go.
I've got a similar message. I've got a similar message for the second card.
Yeah, and the Ace of Wands I've got here is success. Be positive. You know, be self-confident. Know your worth. Go forward knowing your worth. You will be successful in what you want to do. I should take
very
that
similar cards.
Wow, very similar.
And I've got the law. I just have one more. Law of attraction. Relationships and we were talking about this actually. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. That's part of letting go of relationships that don't serve you anymore.
Yeah. What did you get?
Okay, Kathy.
I pulled out of the elemental oracles because I thought what a better place to pull on a comment is from the elements. And I got magnetism. It's card number 37. And it says, know your value and needs so you are more aware of what is true attractions are. Do not run with the herd. Notice what and who you are attracted to. Is this your intent?
Very similar message.
There is always nemesis, opposition of energy in any endeavor you might take. This should not bother you, as it is natural law. And the word power of magnetism is Greek. It's to draw near you. So.
You got any other, or you got a?
And then I pulled a second card, and it was card 39, which I need to turn the page on my book here. It's Gravity. And it's beautiful. I love these cards. They're absolutely beautiful deck. Gravity. Gravity is a natural force that causes all things with mass and energy to be attracted to each other. This includes planets, galaxies, light, and yes, even apples. Get it? Newton's apple. For the non-scientist people. The famous story about Isaac Newton. Oh, well, I guess I could have read the next line. The basic story about Isaac Newton and the apple actually did happen, but not quite the way most people think. While there was no evidence of young Isaac being bumped on the head with a falling apple, he was sitting in an orchard and observed apples falling from the tree. He noticed every apple fell the same way, straight up and down, not sideways or somehow else impelled, and wondered why. This inspired him to formulate the law of the universal gravitation, which states that everybody in the universe is attracted to everybody with force that is directly proportional to the product of their mass. This inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. This is the famous apple tree, continues to grow in wool. I wouldn't know how to. Manor. Newton wasn't the first scientist or great thinker to consider there was such thing as gravity. He's the one that got the credit for it.
Yeah.
Greek philosophers and alchemists proposed that there was a center of gravity within the triangle, and ancient Indian mathematicians proposed in the 5th century that there was force that stopped the object from being thrown into the air as the earth rotated. Brother Galileo showed that gravity accelerated the same for objects being thrown like a ball off a tower of Pisa. Gravity still remains one of the most studied forces in physics.
Yep. There's still so much people don't know about it.
Oh yeah.
For people who want to know,
ladies.
The card I drew. Yeah, sorry, the cards I drew were from the Voyager Tarot. Because we're looking out.
That looks like a nice one.
Yeah, it is a great deck.
I love my science geek cards.
Oh, well, then you'll love this one. This deck here I have here. It's a favorite of mine. I don't use it very often. I should use it more, honestly. It's the Women of Science Tarot.
Ooh.
And
Kathleen would love that.
Yes. And Women of Science Tarot. And it features, of course, women of science, including Marie Curie. It's got women like Mary Putnam Jacobi, who was a doctor and a suffragette. Quite rightly, 5 of Wands here. Rosalind Franklin, who was a chemist and an X-ray crystallographer. Neurobiontist Rita Levi Montanchi. Hedy Lamarr is in here.
It's amazing the number of women that contributed through the centuries to science that did not get a lot of notoriety or
exactly.
credit.
Well, look at those Black women
who worked with the NASA. Yeah.
Oh yes, the mathematicians that worked with NASA. Oh, absolutely. I'm glad they made that movie.
Yes, ladies, I have to interject here. I do have to go. My blood sugar has dropped, and I need to go have dinner. It's quite late. It's 7:30 here.
I came with snacks.
Yeah, but this. Well, I have to go. My energy is tanking. But Chrissy, thank you so much for inviting me. I will invite you on my channel as well. My new channel soon. And Kathleen, and I'll see you on Sunday, and I'll see you on both of you on Saturday. Okay, a Saturday. In Canada.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
I'm getting all booked up.
Okay. Night, Sophie, so just a minute. Night, Sharon. Yeah.
Okay. Could you send me a link for that show? And I'm not sure which day is it.
I don't know. Oh, let's see.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I will.
Like Chrissy.
It'll be on. It'll be on Saturday our time, and
there's the tart coming out. There's the tart coming out. Okay, Kathy, what were you saying?
Inquisitive Tarot.
I said,
darling,
the Zoom with Chrissy will be on Saturday our time and Sunday her time. Before her regular Sunday show.
Before my regular one. Sheila, we have to get together.
All right. We'll talk about it later, but I have to go. I also have to take a comfort break. So
see you. Good night, Sharon. Take care of yourself, darling. Bye-bye.
You too. I had fun.
I'll give you a call a little bit later.
Yeah. Sheila, I have not had Sheila Inquisitive on for quite a while. Sheila, I'd love to join you on your channel. Please send me a link or something.
I love reading with Sheila too. She's wonderful to read with. Sweetest gal too.
Every time I see her, I think, I'm going to get it on my channel. So yeah, send me a kick up.
Maybe we just need to do a great big ladies' night sometime.
Yeah. Just remember, I'm 13 hours ahead of you, Sheila. So if you want me to join you, you often go on early on Thursday mornings, like before I do. Is that you, or was it the other Sheila? Another great lady.
Celtic Sheila comes on really early in the mornings. Here, like 5:30 our time.
5:30 in the morning your time. Oh, yeah, that works for me.
That's Celtic Sheila, though.
Celtic Sheila,
that comes on really super early.
Yes, we've been in touch. We've been saying we've got to get together, and we'll do that too. Yeah, no, there's Sheila Inquisitive Tarot, so we'll sort something out too. And so anyway, what I'm going to do is wrap up a little bit early today, and I'll get on to scheduling the hidden treasures thing, and I'll send you guys invites. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't guarantee we'll look at everything, but we're looking at two big biblical things: the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. But if you've got something else biblical, we might have time to look at. But it's a special live. Normally I do videos for hidden treasures, but this will be a hidden treasures live. Okay. Love
and
you
I
all.
will get a really good deep meditation going prior to this. That will help me really connect.
I usually, when I'm doing those things, because I do them on video, I do actually go in and meditate a bit.
Yeah, I do. When I do any kind of deep dive like that, or personal readings, the private readings, I do a really deep dive in before I do the reading. So I have a really strong connection.
I do grounding and prayers every day. It doesn't matter what time of the day, and I just always do it. Yeah. So,
everybody says I'm a chronic meditator because I do 3 deep meditations at morning, noon, and night. And then while I'm cleaning house and doing dishes, I do prayer meditations. I do all my light work, the healing work and stuff like that in prayer. While I'm doing other multitasking. Can't get them all in if I sit them all at night time. I'd never get any sleep.
Okay. Well, we've got to go.
It was great working with you, Chrissy.
It was
I
great.
have been looking so forward to working with you. So
and yeah, so we will talk again early Sunday my time.
And I will flip you an email as soon as I get off, so I don't forget.
Yeah, put me an email so that I can send you the invite too.
Sounds good.
Okay, everyone, take care. Love you all. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay loving.
Yes.
And we'll talk to you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.
Bye.